massively amazing weekend at Donington a couple of weeks ago. Here we are at Brands Hatch. What are your expectations now? We're going to go into qualifying.
I'll be lying if I said the expectations haven't sort of switched. I want to be in the top three, I want to be challenging for podiums. Pace yesterday was good, but I was in the dry and it's starting to rain a little bit, so yeah, I just want another consistent weekend and see where that puts us after that.
So Dave, before we get to a race weekend, what is it that you do to prepare the drivers for the weekend?
So we do a bit of sim training with the drivers.
So Pete, third place.
Yeah, that's good result. Yeah.
Solid, very changeable.
Very changeable, you know, lots of moving around in positions, you know, up and down the order.
So Will, qualification for Brands Hatch. It's been a difficult one, it's been damp conditions, you've had to change tyres a few times, get the setup right. Talk us through what happened.
Yeah, so P3 qualifying, so happy with that. It's just so close, so you're doing everything you can to sort of get that final tenth or two.
And what can you do from P3?
You're right, you're in that front battle, anything can sort of happen.
So here we are at Brands Hatch. What's been going through the family's mind?
I think there's a few things really, but there's some practical things. So we've just, had to, sorting out accommodations, sorting out the, when we're going to leave and making sure that all fits around work and getting everything ready at home. But then there's also the looking after Will and making him kind of feel confident. Race really well here, you're good in the wet, you're good in the dry, and just build his self-confidence over the week leading up to it. Just getting in the best possible shape that you can really mentally and physically before the week.
I'm glad you enjoy what you do.
We do. But your dad's always really nervous. He always goes to blue just as you're about to start.
Too much information.
Pete?
It's bloody raining again.
A very wet race.
Yes, a bit of a wet race. So, just got to get a good start and see how it goes, really.
Again, to 19 years of age, 12th in the championship, last of 3.
Watch Will Orton racing and you get a workout afterwards getting to the podium.
Second place, also the winning rookie driver, Will Orton. Well done, Will. Congratulations, Will Orton makes his way up to the podium.
Sweet.
Yeah.
P2 and that was...
Yeah, it's like the one turn one was there.
You were really outbreaking at the people in that corner, weren't you?
Scary corner. Yeah, no. I think that's where we were strong. Yeah, like I said, we had a bit of an issue at the end, but we just think we were getting too cold. But yeah, first overall podium in like a normal, non-reverse race. When you get that close, there's so much spray.
Yeah.
And it's like you're trying to see, and if you're like a little bit offline, the wheel's spinning off.
Will start P2 tomorrow after a solid race. What's your thinking right now? How do you get that solid start and either maintain P2 or move forward?
Yeah, I just need to sort my starts out really. Struggling with the starts a little bit. It just means we're dropping off the leader, and as soon as he's gone, and we're battling for second. But yeah, it's good. I got into second, then obviously incident happened just behind me, so I'm relatively happy with it. I think it was another big step forward.
It's a super start really when you think about it. You're in your second race, quali 3, you've moved forward in the race.
Yeah.
And you move into the next.
It's even weird to say that we're disappointed with qualifying third. But,
the taste of success is
yeah, I know,
sweet
it's
on
too
your
much,
lips,
yeah.
isn't it?
Even second, I want to be one place higher, but just consistency really. It's a long championship, so I think we just consistently just keep getting podium. It's going to be hard for anyone to beat that.
How are you going to get a good night's kick tonight? What's the plan this evening?
Eat somewhere nice and full up, get in and just go to sleep about 8 o'clock.
Another win.
Yeah.
Start P2, finish P1 and fastest lap, championship leader again.
Yeah, all good points.
What a result.
Go on then, so he's finished from P2, finished P1, fastest lap. How are you?
And then to our winner with our second win of the year, Will Orton. Well done, Will. Congratulations.
Hey, Will.
Congratulations, P2, solid start, tough race following down, but you had him all the way and then you took the win at the end. Fastest lap, championship leader, it just keeps racking up. How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm over the moon. I think I said yesterday, it's a long championship and it's yeah, consistency and consistently on the podium is not a bad way to go about it.
Yeah, walking through the paddock. So we've had the second race today.
Yeah.
Came out on top.
Yeah.
You probably won't get the full credit for the fact that you drove the other guy's car so hard you popped a tyre.
Yeah.
What's next for the weekend, do you think, at the minute?
Yeah, so obviously just looking back at that race, we're just putting a lot of pressure on him. It's forced him into quite a few mistakes, which has resulted in the tyre fading eventually. Whether that was due to driver error or we don't know, but at the end of the day, we were there to capitalise on it, which is sort of what we can do.
Getting ready for what's going to be.
So, winning rookie driver, Will Orton.
Has given a second opportunity to Jason Lockwood, who was competing in the Honda Challenge the last couple of seasons and the front runner in that. And there's another talented young driver who's holding off at the start of this race. I was going to say he's going to catch the pack, but he's had to come into the pits actually. So he comes in the 315 car, and unless he gets out very sharply, he might lose another lap already. He's already won a lap.
What an amazing weekend, really.
Oh, fantastic. You know, I mean, yeah, I don't think it could be much better, really.
Team dosed you in a bit of Prosecco, really.
Yeah, I had a bit of a plan to get Matty after being upset with me after qualifying. So I was like, yeah, and it just backfired. I didn't realize I had a second bottle of champagne, so yeah, I think I'll come off a bit worse. But
talk us through that last race, Will.
yeah, so I started sick. Made a relatively good start. I think it was third or second. I didn't get off the line, so just managed to miss him. Then yeah, around the outside turn 1 and 2 is pretty brave, but yeah, then we were in third, and we're just struggling to get past the Napa car. I managed to just find just about enough room in the last corner. Hope the cameras caught it. And at that point, now I was chasing down the leader. Safety car came out. I was just sort of resetting my head. And then yeah, I saw we had a penalty on the board, but I thought I've got to do it regardless, so I don't end up in a massive battle. So I just straight in. Another good move. He managed to get the cut back on me. So I had to leave a bit of room at the next corner, but yeah, just expected to get doored off a little bit. Didn't, so yeah, good weekend.
Hey Steve, what a weekend.
Yeah, brilliant weekend. I mean, you know, coming off the back of Donington, we had a great weekend at Donington. Obviously it was the issue with Sam, but I think, you know, it just showed not only how much pace Will's got, but the consistency, how comfortable he was to switch into this car, which is difficult. You know, it's historically really difficult to drive. So I think with what he did at Donington, you know, coming here, we were very, very excited about what he could achieve. Yeah. It just proved it again. You know, we've got wet practice, we've got wet qualifying, we've got a wet race, which was really, really difficult conditions, and then 2 dry races today, and he's come away from the weekend with a second and 2 more wins, which is just phenomenal. So, you know, having a driver like Will that's just quite happy to drive around like he did in the wet with heaps of opposite block on half the time, but be really comfortable with it is great, and you can really then work the setup to the best of your ability, knowing that the driver will cope with it, and that's such a huge advantage, and he's just been able to do that straight away with such limited front-wheel drive experience. To be able to pull all that together and come away from the first 2 race weekends with 2 wins is pretty huge. Yeah, I mean, he's a lot of fun to have in the team as well, and I think, you know, he's worked really, really well with Matt and Sam, our 2 coaches, and with David as well. So, you know, he just gives good feedback. But he really, I think one thing that's really been apparent with Will is he just listens to everything we tell him, and he just kind of sucks it all up and puts it into practice. Whereas you know, there's times where you can go through a lot of those things with drivers. Either they can't replicate it, or you know, there's various factors. But Will just takes it all on board and puts it into practice and goes out there and does it, which is amazing. So yeah, it's brilliant. It's nice. When you've got a driver who's a lot of fun to have around and really fast and consistent, it's a good opportunity.
Dream team, dream
team.
driver. That's perfect.
I'd like to think so. Hopefully we can carry it on and pull home the pot. It'd be really nice if Sam Weller's handing the series championship trophy over to Will at the end of the year rather than it going to another team. That would be really nice.